Hey, Craig. How's it going, man? Yeah, a new trick you learned, Tim. Nate, what's up, man? Let's see here. The only bad part is I have to accept it for it to go through for you. Just missing 2 on the full size for Gold Rush and 1 on Big Al's. Everything else is full. There are a few Funko solos left. Matthew Demerit and Tom Berenger, $4 a piece. If anyone is interested in those. I need to get our poll up. I'm going to go straight to, I'm going to do positions today, and then we'll do something different after this because I didn't think of one in time today. Stupid thing. Okay, we'll get rolling in a few minutes. Dollar break up first tonight. We have a few openings. Like I said, 1 left in the Big Al's 4-boxer and 2 left in Gold Rush full size. The teams that are left in the Gold Rush full size are right here. I'll read them in a second once more people show up. But everything else is full besides a couple solos in the Funko, but those can go unclaimed if we need. Our bounty today, you can see his positions. We're going to do Jack Ham on a mini. We'll add some if we need to down the road, if it gets to a point where there's some tiebreakers needed between me and you. Who knows? Maybe in the near future we'll do a full size for a bounty. We'll do like a 1-day full size. If it doesn't hit, we'll sub it back out. But we'll have like a day where there's a full size option, something like that. Make it a little more fun, a little more high stakes. Today it is the Jack Ham Lunar Mini. I need a new chair badly, but I just keep not getting one. It's just loud. It works great, but it's just rickety. Okay. Let me get the dollar break choices up because we're going to start with that. Oh, just as a reminder, if you haven't seen it yet, while we're getting to the, why does it not let me switch what sharing I'm doing? I guess I'm just forgetting how to do it. Brain fart. We do have a mini helmet winner's choice up. It's some of the bigger name minis. There's 6 choices, but they're all fun. I think we have 8 spots left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 choices in this. Joe Montana Chrome, Joe Burrow Classic, Randy Moss Eclipse for the Pats. That sticker needs to be put back on, but it's just a little bumper. Randy Moss Eclipse for the Vikings. A couple fun Randys. Eli Manning Flat White and Lamar Jackson for Louisville. So if you are interested in minis, there's just 8 spots left there. I'd love to get that one filled today or tomorrow. We'll probably switch one out next week and do an Ovi break again. I keep saying that, but I'm trying to do one of these a week at least. But for the dollar break, let me find where that went. Here it is. We'll start with this tonight. We'll come back and look at the openings. There's one left in Big Al's full-size 4-boxer. That is Atlanta, the Falcons. And there are 2 left in the Gold Rush full-size. It's the brand new series. So this is box 1 of case 1. Well, we may not get box 1, but you get the idea. It's the first box we're opening. May have to try that, Tim. Yeah, it's a loophole he found. So 2 spots left in that. It's a brand new series. There's a new checklist out. You can take a look at it on the Facebook page. We'll come back and we'll fill those, though. So just a couple spots left. But before that, let's do our dollar break. So I'm going to come back to this after. And let's look what we have. I think we have 5. It's around the same amount as last week. A little bit less, but around the same amount. 528 is our total. I'm going to read off who has how many spots, just so you can hear me say them. We'll roll the dice. We'll run the list that many times. Before we do those 2 things, we'll look at the options, and then we'll find a winner. Thanks for joining, guys. Monday night. Remember, we're on tomorrow, not Wednesday. So just a back-to-back day. I've got my anniversary on Wednesday. Some plans for that day. So needed to switch it up. So I'm not sleeping outside. So starters, which would normally drop on Tuesday for Wednesday, are dropping in 1 hour. So they'll drop while we're live. I'll try to remind you guys, but at 10 p.m. Eastern, in about 53 minutes, the basketball and the baseball jersey will drop. It's our final basketball as well for now. We'll substitute licensed basketball jerseys in after that. I'll try to remember, but at 10 o'clock Eastern, it's posted on the page. It'll have a manual or an automatic. No, manual. No. What's the scheduled post? Sorry. It'll drop. Okay, but at the dollar break, we've got Greg with 20, 5 bonus there because of the 20. Tom, you had 6. Jonathan R., you had 9. Brian, you had 4. Raul, you had 5. Louis, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Dwayne, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Bill S., you had 23 with 5 bonus. Mark M., you had 10. There they are. Scott, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Larry V., you had 31 with 5 bonus. Tim, you had 1. Nick, you had 5. Brad M., you had 25 with 5 bonus. Chris D., you had 10 there. Shannon, 20 with 5 bonus. Scott, another 40 with 10 bonus. Chad, you had 10. Brady, you had 5. Brian, you had 4. Jesse, you had 5. Jonathan R., you had 11, which gave you your 20 total for 5 bonus there. Chris D had another 10, which gave you your 5 bonus. Juan, you had 20, and it gave you your 5 bonus. And Greg, instead of splitting them up, you did a clump claim tonight. 104 with 25 bonus. 5 per 20. That's our list of 528. Let's go look at the items real quick here. Okay, we had Brian Dawkins get picked last week, so we subbed it in for a nice STS 2.0. I like him. That's Michael Strahan. Beautiful helmet. Jim Kelly, Tua, Strahan, Alexander, Sean Alexander, Nico Collins, Chad Johnson, Joe Theismann, Kurt Warner, Deion Sanders. Different styles for most of them. There's a couple classics in there, but some amps, some raves, some eclipses, some alternates, some STSs. In the other category, we have a couple of Funkos, Post Malone, Dan Marino, Barry Sanders, and Charlie Sheen. Photos, we have Walter Payton and Gordie Howe, both big names there. We have a dual helmet choice, Sammy Sosa and Vlad Jr. We have Baker Mayfield cleat. We may end up pulling some of these out that just don't ever get claimed. They're fun. Or maybe we can do a lower end one where we take some of their stuff out so they have a chance to get claimed. I don't know. A couple hockey helmets, Ed Belfour and Jonathan Quick, and then the Danica Patrick NASCAR helmet. I guess it doesn't hurt to keep them in there. Just feel bad watching them sit there forever. In our licensed jersey section, I'm going to add a few more licensed soon too. We've got Yager on the Capitals, Vintage Fanatics. I keep saying it, but I think this is going to go to the licensed series here within the next month. So maybe we'll replace it with a different Yager, Pittsburgh in here or something. Thompson, Clay Thompson on Golden State, Mikko Rantanen, Avalanche Reverse Retro, Shaq LSU, Mitchell Ness, Livy Dunn, LSU, Nike, Tim Stutzel, Ottawa Senators Reverse Retro. All fun licensed jerseys there. These are our custom jerseys, Ellie De La Cruz, Dan Marino, Chevy Chase on the Fletch jersey, Christian McCaffrey, and Emmitt Smith. Minis, we have Emmitt Smith, Charles Woodson, Julio Jones, Ricky Williams, Bo Jackson, Terry Bradshaw on the Blaze, and Joe Montana. And then the rest are full sizes. Ray Lewis, Adrian Peterson, Archie Manning, Lawrence Taylor, LaDainian Tomlinson, Derek Brooks, Trevor Lawrence, Johnny Manziel, Nick Sirianni, Troy Polamalu, and Tyreek Hill. Those are all our options there. There's individual pictures after that if you want to look through them all, which you can. Let's go over here and let's get our thing going here. So we'll roll dice. It needs to be 7 or higher. If it's not, we'll re-roll till we get a number that's 7 or higher. We'll then roll that list that many times to find the top name. Thanks for joining the Dollar Break this week. Good luck to everyone that joined. 8's our number. That counts over 7. 5 plus 3, 8. Let's go over here. Let's share this tab. Let's paste. And I believe it was 528 is what we're looking for. It is. So let's run it 7 more times for a total of 8 to find our lucky winner this week. Good luck, everyone. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. There's 5. There's 6. There's 7. And 8's what we're looking for. Good luck, everyone. Final run here. 3, 2, 1. Our top spot is Chris. Chris D. Dwayne, you were on top on spots 7 and 2nd. You got 2nd again. Greg, bunch of your spots getting there close, but just barely missing. Jonathan, Scott, Shannon, Jonathan. Lots of close ones there, but Chris D. is our winner this week. Chris, congrats. I don't know if you're watching live. Maybe that I remind you later. If you're here watching, you know what you want, let me know. Congrats, Chris. Sorry to everyone else. Lots of fun options. Everything but the one that he picks will be back in there next week unless I pull some out for some switches. So congrats, Christy. I don't know if that's, I think you won before, but I think it's been months and months and months. I could be wrong, though. Okay, well, let's get rolling with the main portion of our night. Let's go back over here. The opens we have before we can get rolling. 2 solos left in the Funko. Again, these can go unsold, but if anyone wants them, it's Matthew Demerit and Tom Berenger. They're $4 a piece in one of our last 2 Funkos from this case. In the Gold Rush full size, it is the new series of Gold Rush that just came out. This is our box 1. I have a couple cases. And I'll probably order more cases. Tom, you want Tom? You got it, Jason. But we have 2 spots left in the full size. So let me read off who's left here. Just 4 for that, Jason. Available spots to help us close here. Arizona, that's the Cardinals, the Panthers, the Bears, Browns, Texans, Colts, Jaguars, Raiders, Chargers, Rams, Dolphins, Patriots, Saints, Giants, Jets, and 49ers, Seahawks, and Tennessee Titans. So 2 left there, and then when we get to Big Al's, we still have just Atlanta left to close us completely in the 4-boxer. Our live fills tonight will be the same as they've been for a while. A 3-boxer Big Al's full size, a Radke 1-boxer, some licensed jerseys from Big Al's, a 2-boxer most likely, and then 2-boxer to end the night if we have enough people around. But for now, let's see if we can get these last few spots claimed up so we can get rolling. Again, the bounty is positions. Instead of it being a credit, we're doing Jack Ham, Hall of Fame 88 on the Lunar Eclipse Mini for the Steelers. Let's hang out here just for a second while we get the Gold Rush full size filled up. I'm actually going to grab a drink real fast. Bunch of headliner type teams still there with, obviously we don't always get a headliner, but lots of fun teams still left. Can always roll with the non-football stuff until we get there to try to claim it in a second too, but let's just take a minute or 2 here to see if we can get a few of them claimed. Guess it might help to Let's see here. Let's see, teams that haven't been claimed yet that have headliners. Jim Brown, that's nice to see Jim Brown on this checklist. Saints, were they claimed? No. Drew Brees, Peyton Manning unclaimed. I can't tell who that is. I can't tell if that's, looks like Montana to me. I think Chicago and Washington were both claimed. Chicago's not claimed. We could do individual teams if you guys want for the last 4. It's only been a minute or 2 here, though. We'll see. If we need to run the other stuff first and then come back and they're still not claimed, we could do individuals. Caleb Williams still unclaimed. Aaron Rodgers still unclaimed. Man, they completely filled up whatever helmet's underneath this. That is hilarious. I can't even tell what team it is. Looks like it might be a Vikings amp. Oh, that's Moss homie. It looks like it says a straight cash homie. That's pretty bad. Yeah, we'd wait until you have to wait till I put it as individuals to claim the team. Drake May. There goes Cleveland. Larry's got Cleveland. And then I think Marino right here still unclaimed as well. So some fun headline teams still left. Let me stop sharing this tab. Just one team left on Gold Rush to get us filled up. Let's start going with the other non-football stuff, and we'll come back to this. Thank you, Larry. Good luck to you. Boy, would I love to see Jim Brown come out of Gold Rush. We've been seeming to hit some bigger names lately, so, or more than I at least. Okay, one spot left there, and then still man left in the Big Al's. We'll come back and we'll fill that. We'll run the randoms as soon as it's full. In the Funko, last call on Matthew Demerit. We're going to start with Funko tonight. We'll move to East Coast, and then we'll do some football stuff. So after East Coast NHL jersey, I'll close the poll. Make sure that this notification isn't a claim. It is not. Okay. Let's read these off. In the Funko, Cody, I've got you with Giannis, Tim Allen, and Elias. Larry, you have Hargitay, Rain Wilson, Danny DeVito. Greg, Kilmer, Austin Matthews, Ron Howard, Depp, Michael J. Fox, and Vlad Guerrero Jr. Matt L. Bird, Bryce Dallas Howard, and Bobby Hull. New Orleans for selling Radke. Yep, I'll mention that when we get to Radke too in a little bit here. Shannon Jefferson, Estevez, and Dan Marino. Brian G. You had Bale, Shotzi, Ray Lewis, Jackman, Diesel, and Alex Vincent. Chad Yadsina, Julius Irving, Melissa Joan, Undertaker, Josh Allen, and Kelsey Grammer. Dwayne McKinnon, LaDainian Tomlinson, Ben Stiller. Tim, you have Sheen, Applegate, and Jordan Alvarez. Scorching, you have Pacino, Nick Castle, and Barry Sanders. Jonathan R., Rodman, McIntyre, and Thomas. Matt L., you have Tyson, Bliss, and Matt Damon. Steve, you have Bradshaw, Michael B. Jordan, Linda Blair. Bill S., you have Malone, Lawrence Taylor, Tyreek Hill, Clooney, Faustino, Christensen, Lloyd, Belair, and Wilkins. Josh G., you have Iverson, Shaquille O'Neal, Flavor Flav, and then our solos, we had Chad with Magic Johnson and Katie Seagal, Jonathan R. with Jack Lambert and Stone Cold Steve Austin, and then Jason, you grabbed Tom Berenger. Just Matthew Barrett left on this one. Mark, what's up, man? How you doing? So last call on Demerit, I'll give it just 10 seconds here. I have no problem leaving it unclaimed. Okay, let's roll. We are 2 boxes. I know you guys told me who Demerit is, but I can't remember what he's from. Actor, I'm assuming. We're down to boxes 1 and 2, which means we've opened 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 1 or 2 is the only number that'll work here. Let's see if we can get on a first roll. And not take 7 rolls like usual. Nope. Furthest number possible, 6. 1 or 2. And I rolled it too far. That is a 4. That will not work. Just showing you there. San Francisco Gold Rush. Okay, we're closed on the full size besides Big Al's full size. So we'll come back and run randoms, I guess, right before we do that one. So I'll give you a little extra time if you want to try to sell your random. Usually I do it before, but let's get rolling here. Another 6. I swear, man. I should just do evens and odds, but there's another 4. There's a 1. 1 will work, so we'll leave in box 2 for next week. Box 1. Box 2 going back. The rest of the Racky case came that next day, just like I thought it would, guys. So we'll have 4 to pull from tonight. I believe we're just 2 and 2 on reps and authentics on that. We have 1 pre-filled that's already done, and then we'll have a live fill tonight. Okay, box 1. Good luck. Who did we pull last week? I remember liking it. Oh, it's Halle Berry. I thought that was cool. I'm still looking for a pictured headliner, although we pulled some headliner type names. Okay, here we go. I'd love to see a claimed hit here. Claimed person hit. 3, 2, 1. Oh, man, I love that one. We're going football here. This is going to count for the positions, too. Oh, and you guys are heavy on running back tight end. What a great way to start. LaDainian Tomlinson, look, his guy even has a visor in there just like he did. How cool is that, man? Got the old school Chargers logo up top, too. That's cool. 155 is the Funko number. Beckett certified. LaDainian Tomlinson. What a cool hit. Who had LT? LT. No one else is going to vote for anything other than running back tight end now. Might as well close it now. That is Dwayne. Dwayne, ending your streak. You had McKinnon. I've been looking for McKinnon. Would love to see him come out on this. But you had LaDainian Tomlinson and Ben Stiller as randoms. Dwayne Fox, nice hit. LT, beautiful yellow signature there, too, on the cover. What a cool item this is. I know I like LT more than most of you do, but I think that one's cool. Nice hit, Dwayne, on the random. Congrats. I'll put them on top of Jack Ham for now. Okay, I'll keep the poll open, but my guess is that it'll stay running back tight end. You guys have a 1 possession lead. Let's get going to East Coast. Come on, claims hit on East Coast. I'll say it every time. Okay, on this one, I've got Joseph with Wah, Aho, and Perfetti. Greg, you have Parayko, Barkov, and Sundin. Jeff H., you had Matthews, Bratt, Garland, Solani, Svechnikov, and Kopitar. Greg, Vasilevsky, Wool, and Connor. Jonathan R., Fuhrer, Schwartz, and Yaroslav. Larry, you have Esposito, Newhook, and Ekholm. John K., you have Kachuk, Wolf, and Skinner. That's a nice, you got double goalie there. Shannon Erickson, Eck, Krause, and Nyland. Jonathan R., you've got Keller, Mercer, and Colton. Larry A., Marchenko, Shifley, and Barbashev. Louis, you have Rust, Josie, and Giroux. Christian, over Waffleboard, you have Hagel, Vernon, and O'Reilly. John L., you had McMichael, Palat, and Felino, and CK. You had Cooley, Smith, and Stutzel. We are down to 4, 5, 7 boxes left. We've opened 8. So we're definitely going down the mountain now. We'll have 6 left after today. So 3 more weeks of these, and then hopefully there's a new series to go after with some new headliners. But before then, we've hit 1 of the community hits. Hopefully we get another one, or hopefully we get a pictured headliner, or just at the very least someone that you guys are claiming and going after. So let's get our... And I already forgot to fill this one out. I'll run the random after, but let's just get it organized here. Okay, 5 through 51, 7 different numbers to go for. Let's zero this out. Well, let's find a box number. 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Box 47, 7 times 47. Let's stop sharing. Let's get my list back up. Okay, box 47. some of this out of the way. Give me 1 second. Okay. Headliner pitcher, community hit, claimed hit would be great. One of those three. Good luck, everyone. We are 2 weeks removed from hitting the nice Connor McDavid. Sorry, not 2 weeks, 2 boxes, or 1 box for that matter. 1 week removed. Okay, should be upside down here. I'll slide it out and make sure it is, but good luck, everybody. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Trying to think here. I'm having a hard time with this one. 37. I think I know the team. Is it Svechnikov? 37. East Coast. Their new circle stickers here. East Coast COA. 3, 2, 1. It is Svechnikov. There was a while. Someone was chasing this a while back. I thought it was Carolina. I can't remember who was chasing it. Maybe Steve claimed it a few times. Svechnikov. Who had Svechnikov? That is Jeff H. on your Teemu Selanne claim with Ans Kopitar and Svechnikov. And it's a Hurricanes Fanatics Premium. I'm not seeing a Hurricanes Premium yet. This one looks nice. So 2 names that were a little bit different that have been chased for a while. We had Teravainen and Svechnikov. I'm almost positive that we've got to have another pictured headliner or 2 hiding in there. Svechnikov, number 37. This kind of feels like this would be considered an alternate. Is this just their home jersey? Is this an alternate? Actually, it would say on there, wouldn't it? It just says Fanatics Premium. Is this like the new season's their home jersey? I feel like their home jersey is red. I love this style, though. I have one of these, but I thought it was an alternate or a reverse or something. Fanatics Premium. Beautiful hit there, Jeff. Love this jersey. Let's see if it... I don't think it'll say anything. Just the black Fanatics Premium. Okay. Is it an alternate? It feels like an alternate, but there's no... Beautiful hit there. Not one of the big names, but that's a great jersey. He's been in most of the series. I think we've hit him once before, but I think it was on a different team, if I'm thinking right. Jeff, nice hit. Andrei Svechnikov. I like that jersey. I feel like I have a Sebastian Aho with that flag or whatever it is on the front, but I think it's a little different than that one. That one's slick. Nice hit, Jeff. Okay, I'm going to close the poll. It's not really moving anywhere. You guys are going running back, tight end. And look, this is like the 3rd or 4th time in a row that we agree. I'm going running back too. So, and we had pulled running back to start. So you're up 1 to 0 to 0 to 0. Okay, we're going to have camera fun today. Just settle down. I know you can do it. Okay, let's get going with football. Let's do this. Let's run the random now, so you have a 1 break buffer if you want to offer trades or sells on the full size. So let's share this. Okay, let's run randoms on the full size. We are full on Larry and Jonathan's claims. Thanks, you two. 7 times on the random, and then they'll give you a break buffer. We'll do the card before the full size, but let's run randoms now for this one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Houston on top, Tennessee on bottom. So if you want to look at who you've got here to see if you want to trade or sell, you're welcome to do that. I'm going to come back right here and do the HP LE card. We're full on that one. We're down to 7 cards. I think we've opened box 1, 9, and 10, right? Yep. So we have everything 2 and 8 available, but we'll roll that in a second. On the card, I've got Jonathan R. with Philadelphia and Cleveland. Dave, you have Vegas, Atlanta, Seattle, Carolina. SP, you have Minnesota, Tampa Bay. Tiger, you have Cincy, Tennessee. Matt, you have Green Bay and the Chargers. Shannon, Houston, Arizona. Chad, Chicago, Miami. Greg, you have the Rams, Kansas City, Pittsburgh, and Baltimore. Scott, you have Buffalo and the Jets. Tim, you have Detroit and Washington. Scorching, you have San Francisco and New England. Brad, you have Denver, Indy, Jacksonville, and New Orleans. And then Larry, you have Dallas and the New York Giants. Houston's up for trade in the Gold Rush full size. Somewhere up here, right there. Up for trade. Okay, well, let's roll our card. Taking a sip here. Nick's got the Jets up for trade too. So Jets and Houston. We are on box 1. We'll get there in a second. Opening box 1. It might be box 1, 2, 3, or 4, but you get the point. Here's our 10-sided die. 0 equals 10, although we've already opened 10. Anything but a 1, a 9, or a 10. A 1, a 9, or a 0 will count on this one. Figure out what box we're opening. Here we go. Of course. Man, that was a 1. I just flipped it. Does not count. I flipped it from a 1 to a 9 anyways. That's going to work, and it's going to be all the way down by my computer. See it here? That is a 5. Box 5. Good grief, man. There we go. Okay, let me fish out box 5 here. On the odd side, there's 3. 5 right underneath it. Put these away. Under there. Okay, box 5. And for Gold Rush full size, you have both the Jets and Houston available for trade. I'll read who has who, and you guys can see if anyone else wants to trade them. But for now, let's get rolling. This is box 76 of 100 from Series 3 of the limited edition card. Do you guys want to see a different sport in limited edition? We used to do all 4 sports. We didn't do a lot of NBA. We did baseball and football for a while, and we did a little bit of hockey. NBA was harder. You guys want to see other sports for the limited edition? I'm happy to buy more. We can mix them in throughout the week. Right now, I just have the football case. Oh, boy. Oh, it might help if I cut the seals. Jeez Louise. I couldn't see him from the angle I was looking at, so dumb move. Okay, here we go. Still isn't opening very easily. There it goes. B blocked. It's holding on. I don't want it to hold on. Okay, here we go. Direction looks like it's this way. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. 3, 2, 1. Oh, cool. He's got kind of a smaller signature on card. Most do. Obsidian rookie card. I love Obsidian. That's a dual patch. It's the same color, but that's Ladd McConkey. Rookie Obsidian card. You see the top of this hip parade thing is coming undone. I'm just going to stick it back on there. That's a good looking card. Rookie Obsidian Ladd McConkey on sticker. This is probably number 2. It is 65 of 99 Ladd McConkey 2024 Panini Obsidian. Love that nice powder blue patch on there too, 2 of them from the jersey. Great card. Nice hit. Rookie card for the Chargers. Who had the Chargers in the card? Chargers were not claimed. That is Matt Sanders on your Green Bay claim, getting the Chargers as your random. I'll leave that out for a picture later, but that's a great hit. Rookie card, Ladd McConkey. Beautiful. I've liked every hit we've had so far. Obviously, some are bigger than others, but none of them have been bummers, in my opinion. But I'm not a huge card guy, so you guys might think differently. Okay, we are now to the Gold Rush full size. It is also the time where you guess which college you think this player was drafted from. So our guessing game for fun, for free. Guess the college teams. Only one person got it right last time with the University of Pittsburgh. That was Scorching. Ray, if you're here, the person that has a chance to get it right. The rest of you can just guess for fun. I'm going to read off who has who in the actual chance to win the helmet. The guessing game is just on the side. Jonathan R., you have Kansas City, Houston. Houston's up for trade. Greg, you have Dallas and Vegas. Shannon, Minnesota, Jacksonville. Pittsburgh and Carolina. Bruce, you have Philly and New England. Nick F., Baltimore, and the Jets. Jets are also up for trade. Tim, you have Detroit and Chicago. Obi, you have Green Bay and Indy. Scorching, Washington and the Rams. Brad, Tampa and the Giants. Bill S., Buffalo, Arizona. Scott, you have Cincy and New Orleans. Jake, Atlanta and Miami. Brian E., you have Denver, Seattle. Larry V., Cleveland and the Chargers. And then Jonathan R., San Francisco, Tennessee. So again, guys, this is just free guessing game. Guess which college you think, whatever helmet we open, the player was drafted from. Get it right a couple weeks in a row, you win something for me. Right now, the only person that has a chance to get multiple right is Scorching. If he's not here, it'll just stay for him for the next week. I haven't seen him guess yet, so I'm going to close this. But again, Jets, Houston, both up for trade in this one. Do not. Making sure that wasn't a claim. Only thing we have open now is Atlanta in the full size. We'll get to that when we go over to Big L's. Jets for sell as well. So Jets for sell or for trade. If you sell, they're $12 for each of you. If you trade, you trade. Okay, keep the guesses coming. I'm going to figure out what box we're opening. This is the new Series 2 full size. I taped this one up good. I don't know why, but the whole side is taped. Box 1 up here, 2 over here, 3 on the bottom, 4 on the bottom right. Let's figure out what box we're opening, and then I'll cut the case open here. Come on, first roll. Don't roll a 5 or 6. 4 it is. So bottom right is what we're opening, so I'll label the R3 on the way through it. I'll take Jets, okay? So Jason is buying the Jets. Both of you pay $12, and I'll pay the $1 in difference. So Nick, you know that means you've got a $13 credit, but you know that. Jason, gotcha. I'm going to write your credit down just in case. 13. Okay. Box 4 it is. Let's open the case. Let's number these on the way out. Not still on that bottom spot, but it is on this one. So 3 out of 4, not bad. Hey, box 1 is getting a. It's a horrible one, but you get the idea. Makes it fun, you know. If we have a VSR 4 box, it's got Jim Brown, Drew Brees, probably a couple other big name VSR 4s in there for chances. You don't just automatically go to Pat Freiermuth or Jack Ham or whoever else we've seen. Even though I don't mind those either. Box 2. Now you know we've got one of those in this case, huh? Some interesting names that came back onto the checklist, some new ones that are fun too, but we'll see. Each series kind of has its own fill. This is 4. We're opening it now. I'll get my guess here in a second, too. Okay. Bunch of guesses. Did Ray ever guess? I don't think so. So Ray will move on. He'll just stay at one guess. If anybody's joining him, we'll know. But no, nobody's up for winning in this one. Time for my guess. I'm going to say, oh boy. What do I want to say? I'm going to say TCU. TCU, it's a small school. Well, smaller than a lot of the ones you guys are guessing. See if it pays off. You know who I'm going for on this one. Okay, Gold Rush full size. Good luck, everyone. Box 4 it is. Sealed here on the tops. Sealed on the bottom from a sealed case that we just opened here. Oh boy. Starting with a Speed replica helmet. PSR 4, no college on this one. Okay. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. 3, 2, 1. You can tell that is an Eagle helmet. That's a Lunar Eclipse too. Sticker down here, Lunar, for the Philadelphia Eagles. Who had Philly? Smith, your guess? Never bad with when it's Eagles. Although that's kind of throwing me off up there. That looks like maybe not Smith. You got a little loopy loop. Philadelphia's Bruce. Bruce on spot 4, claiming your Eagles. You had him in a couple breaks today. You're 1 for 1. Nice. Jalen Carter. I haven't looked at this checklist all the way through, or I haven't memorized it yet, I should say. I know who it is once I saw it. The loop made me think probably not Devonta. We got a screw coming out. I'll fix that. We've got an earpiece on the bag. I'll fix that. Another earpiece sticking to the bag, and here's the other screw. These things just jangle loose the whole way here. Philadelphia. That would be part of the reason it's not sticking. Oh my gosh, just let me peel it. 1 second. You'll have to wait while I address my OCD. I'll fix the screw after we see the name here. Let's see what you got, Bruce. 3, 2, 1. I need a little loop-de-loop with someone different. I didn't even think of him, to be honest with you. That's a cool hit. We see him on probably Dallas and Minnesota more often than we do Philly. Herschel Walker in green ink. That's a cool-looking helmet. Herschel Walker. You guys are going back-to-back running backs. Man, that Jack Ham might not be on display for long. I might be going to someone tonight. Okay. Oh. Yep, and that is Georgia. Is he still a politician or something over there in Georgia? Got a little smudge there. I think the Magic Eraser will get that. Nice hit. Bruce Herschel Walker on the Lunar. Who had Georgia? Someone had to have had Georgia. Georgia. Larry. Larry has Georgia. I think that was the only Georgia guess. So now we've got Larry and Scorching. Moving on. If I miss one, please shout it out now. Scorching, UGA, Pet U. Okay. Congrats, Bruce, and congrats to Larry for getting the guess right. You're one away from winning something for free. Label here, Herschel Walker. Okay. Let's keep it moving. We are now to Racky. Then we'll do Big Al's full size, and then we'll do some live fills. Okay, in Racky, in the first one here, I've got Greg with Pittsburgh, Tennessee. Jonathan R., you bought San Francisco, sold Brad the Jets on a random. Greg, Vegas, Seattle. Jonathan R., Chargers, Denver, Miami, Carolina. Tim, you have Philly and Dallas. You sold Brad, Jacksonville, and Brian E., Arizona. Greg, you have New England and Kansas City. David L., you have Washington, Chicago, Atlanta, and Houston. Shannon, you have Minnesota, Cincy. Joseph, you have Green Bay and the Rams. Bill S., Buffalo, Tampa, Cleveland, Indy. Jason T., you have Detroit, New Orleans. And then Brad closes with Baltimore and the Giants. Okay, well, let's figure this out. We're rolling a dice on this. It was a single case. We have all four here. So remember, I think we opened box 1 and 2, which left us with box 3. The next 3 I said I'd label 4, 5, and 6. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll roll the dice as long as it's a solo case. Once we get back to the double cases, we'll do the random.org. But after these 4, which will be after today and Wednesday, so next week we'll start our new Salute to Service series. No, they're not all Salute to Service helmets, but the headliner case hit will be a Salute to Service style helmet. Doesn't mean it's going to be the specialty Salute to Service, but it'll be themed after Salute to Service for like July 4th. So that's what that's all about. New Orleans is up for sale on this one. If anybody's interested in buying the Saints, never a bad team to have. That would be $18. So we'll give it a second here while we're rolling which box. So 3, 4, 5, or 6 works on this one. Running backs have a 2 to 0. Oh, I forgot wide receiver hit once. So 2 to 1 to 0 to 0. 2 to 1 to 0 to 0. 2, 1, 0, 0. New Orleans up, $18 for them. If anybody else has one up for sale or trade, let me know now before we get rolling. 3, 4, 5, or 6. I swear I can roll any number that's not possible. 2 doesn't work. 3, 4, 5, or 6. 1. Man, just bet me to not cover. There's a 2 again. I couldn't roll a 1 or 2 at all when I was looking for a 1 or 2 earlier. Remember that? Here it is. 4. That works. Box 4. Good grief. I just probably switched to the red too because I didn't like the green one. Wasn't treating me right. Okay, box 4 is where we're at. Next up will be Big Al's. Just Atlanta left on that one. We'll roll once that one gets picked up, and then we'll do a live fill Big Al's, Racky, and jerseys tonight. Reminder, the starters for tomorrow, because our break's tomorrow, not Wednesday. That's the baseball jersey and the basketball. Both are pick your player. Those drop in 10 minutes on the website. Not the website. Well, it is a website, but Facebook. They can't drop tomorrow because the break's tomorrow. So just a reminder. I'll try to remind you again in 8 or 9 minutes. Doesn't look like anybody's picking up Saints for you yet, Jason. Box 4 from our final case of summer kickoff, which we chose limited edition. Our limited edition helmet is still floating in these 4 boxes too. So we can get it tonight. We hit our limiteds early last double case, and then we proceeded to hit some big boy reps almost the rest of the way. So I was happy with that too. Okay, here we go. Racky. Trying to figure out what team this was because it's either an alternate or a certain style. Oh, caught me off guard. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Usually there's like a little sticker on top that they use for labeling. That's why I don't show you the tops. I'd rather you find out if it's our case hit when it's going. This sure looks like it because of the multicolor. We got a drip here on our Rave. What a beautiful helmet this is. I mean, I would say 80% chance I know who this is. But I'd like to think that I don't know who it is. It's a mystery. What a great looking helmet. New York Giants Rave drip here. Yeah, that's my guess too, Jonathan Strahan, but he just did a signing a while back. Could be someone else. Who had the Giants? Random, the final random. Going to Brad. Breaking Brad. Nice hit. Got yourself a Giant here. 3, 2, 1. We happen to be right. Man, I like that helmet quite a bit. That's cool. Racky certified Michael Strahan authentic drip. Brad's been on a little bit of a Racky drought too, so that's not bad. LE 1 of 2, only 2 of these made. Beckett sticker for the signing, Racky sticker for the drip job to it. So 2 COAs there, 1 for the autograph, 1 for when they customized it. Very nice hit, Brad. Congrats, Michael Strahan on the drip. Beautiful helmet. Let's keep that box back here. That's another. So 2 to 1 to 1. It's starting to catch up, but not fast enough. Still have the lead by 1. Okay, let's get going with Big Al's. We do have 1 spot left here. We will jump straight into a live fill after this. Last team left. I almost just did a big discount by mistyping. $43. This is a 4-boxer. Falcons are the last team left in this one. I'm going to read off who has who, and then we'll get going once Atlanta gets claimed. Greg, I've got you with the Arizona combo. Bill S. Baltimore. Bill B. Buffalo. Nick, Carolina. Greg, Chicago. Brant, you have Cincy. Shannon, you have Cleveland. Jonathan R. Dallas. Tim, Denver. Bill S. Detroit and Green Bay. Greg, you have Houston. Jonathan R., you have Indianapolis. Greg, Kansas City. Tim, Las Vegas. Greg, the Chargers. Tim, the Rams. Jonathan R., Miami. Shannon, Minnesota. Greg, New England. Brad, New Orleans. Greg, the Giants. Brad, the Jets. Bruce, you have Philly. Bill S., Pittsburgh and San Francisco. Chad, you have the Seattle, Tennessee combo. Chris O., Tampa Bay, and Shannon, Washington. Let's close this and get our... But again, we're going to hang out until Atlanta gets scooped up. It is our last team on this one. Afton. William. I don't know what these two are doing. They keep coming down here. Okay, let's shake it up. Let's get 4 numbers here tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mark's got his guesses going. Nice. Okay. First number, 76. 76. Oh, hold on. Pen was not ready. $27. 27. That's the wrong number. 109. 109. And our last number is 192. Like Michael Strahan, 92, 192, maybe. Okay, let's chill for a second here. We'll see if we can get Atlanta claimed in this 4-boxer. Just the Falcons left. I'll grab the boxes in a second. No, I'll grab them now and we'll come back and do it. Might be easier. 76, 27, 109, and 192. Be right back. Okay, 76, 27, 109, 192. Thank you, OBS. Tomorrow starters drop in 1 minute. That's baseball jersey and basketball. Both are pick your player. So if you want to grab those, they're about to drop. It is a manual or a scheduled post, which means it can drop anytime between 8:00:01 and 8:00:59. So if you're always wondering why sometimes it's not right on the hour, that's because that's how Facebook's scheduled work. Sometimes I watch it and it waits until the last 3 seconds. So we'll give it a second for if you want to grab some of those while we're waiting here for Atlanta to get claimed. I'll just take a 2-minute break here. I mean, we'll be up all night, but if you're trying to get someone that you think might be whatever you call it, popular. Let's see. I'll tell you when they post. I had no choice but to do it tonight. Tomorrow would have been a little too crowded. So 15-year anniversary on Wednesday. So I'm taking the day to do stuff with my wife. And no breaks that night, wisely. Still scheduled. But we have to wait for Atlanta to get claimed anyways. I'm not going to roll with an open team on a 4-boxer, unfortunately. Atlanta has been discounted, if you didn't see the message there, to 38, so $5 discount. More than 10% off there. Man, it's going to be the last second of 8 o'clock. No, there it goes. Okay, it's been posted, so if you want to claim your players there, you can go for it. We'll get rolling on this one as soon as Atlanta gets filled up, and then we'll do a live tour after this. Yep, it's there. Thank you. Thank you. Brad taking Atlanta. Thanks, Brad. This is a discounted spot, too. I appreciate you. Congrats on the earlier hit. That was awesome. Okay, so I put an asterisk there. That's 38 instead of 43. Okay, let's get rolling. If you want to get your claims there, it's open, ready to roll there for tomorrow. Quick turnaround because I'm on Monday, Tuesday, so apologies for that. All right, let's get rolling. Let's do the full size. We're closed up. Big Al's 3-box live fill will be next, and then we'll go from there. Do Wacky and jerseys. Well, let's start with these. Okay, box 27. Series 33. 7-pointer. I think we had, what was the big? We had like a 8 or a 5 the other night. We had a couple 5s the other day. 5, 5, 4, 8, 4, 7 are our last ones. That's right, because this is the round where we had a bunch of 1s and 2s to start with. Okay, box 27 is a 7-pointer. Good luck. I will obviously update the Facebook claim post tonight in about an hour or so. Maybe. It'll be a BSR 4-box here. Oh, yes. I remember this one. Okay. This is different, but I like it. And whoever wins it gets 7 Wonka on top of it, too. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We've got a Colts. Is this suspension? I think it is. It is. TK suspension lid, which are hard to find. Some people collect those. Oh, I mean specifically those. They look for TK suspensions. Johnny U would be really hard. He's expensive. Yeah, I mean that would be I want to have him on. Who had Indy? Indy. Oh, it's Jonathan. That's why he said you wish. Jonathan, that's you. Johnny, hoping for a Johnny. 2 left and last team standing. Colts were one of them. We're down to it's Green Bay and Miami, right? Looked at it earlier. Oops, Sorry, I'm trying to do it with one hand. TK suspension. You guys imagine the comfort that gives you from not getting your head ripped off. Okay, let's see what you got. 3, 2, 1. Hey, it's got the words "Unitas" written on it. At least it wasn't a college helmet knocking them out. Yeah, I would feel bad about that. This is a very cool helmet. Raymond Berry, Hall of Fame 73. Unitas to Berry, 631 catches, 9,275 yards, 68 touchdowns. November 11th, 2008. I'm not sure what the date is on that. You guys could tell me. 58 and 59 world champs before the Super Bowls. Colts, 6 Pro Bowls. That's a cool helmet. I'm not going to lie, I forgot that one was in there. Receiver. That's very cool. Thank you. Nice fun. Yeah. Congrats. Joseph's interested probably when it was signed. Oh, maybe. Just signed it. That's cool. Instead of having the database, he just put it on the helmet. Obviously not when he played. So Raymond Berry was a wide receiver, right? Or tight end? Which one? Uh-oh. Pretty sure he's a receiver. Split end, but that was a wide receiver back then. A wide receiver, also referred to as a wideout, and historically known as a split end. Man, what a cool hit. Age 92, he's still kicking too. Picked in the 20th round in 1954, 232nd pick. What in the world? What a cool helmet. Nice hit. I kind of want to keep that one in front. Let's see who comes out next. But I like the ink helmets. 2 people left and last team standing. One with Miami, one with Green Bay. Really? Does the CO say when it was signed? Let's look here. I'm not sure how to even look this one up. Schultz Sports. I'll look it up in a second. Well, now I'm interested. I actually bought this from a reputable site, but I didn't realize that it was Schultz Sports until you just said that. Remind me to look this up when we get slower. Let's go Green Bay words I'll never. Oh, that's funny. I've got the case of the site up here. Let's look it up in a little bit so I don't waste everyone's time. I'm interested to see if it was signed on the 8th too, or in 2008 on that date. Nice hit, Jonathan. Oh, and 7 points. Hold on. Giants lid is Michael Strahan from Radkey. 7 points. The gap is correct. Raymond Berry. Okay, I got him there. Okay, box 76. Are there more Wonka to be had? Not on this one. 0 Wonka, Series 33, box 76. Very cool. If it's up for trade, let me know. That would be Mr. Brad. Let's let you know on that one. Oh man, this is kind of funny. Kind of funny because of who it is. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We've got a lunar eclipse. No, not last team standing. Funny. Just for the Dallas Cowboys. Can you guys guess who it is? Lunar eclipse, Dallas. Jonathan R., you're going 2 for 2 so far. 2 for 2. 3, 2, 1. We're going double on the Herschels. All we need now is Minnesota. I don't think he played anywhere else in the NFL. Maybe I'm wrong. Herschel Walker to go with the. Hey, Afton William. Hold on. These guys are driving me nuts. Leave the door open. Nice hit, Jonathan. Back to back. Liam, will you close that door? Chelsea, will you close that door? Thank you. Jeez, they're all driving me nuts. I'm going to put the Herschels in the back row because I want to see Raymond's ink up front. Double Herschel night. Who'd we have a double night of the other day? It was on Saturday. We had double Bijan Robinson. Okay, the only time it ever happened double in my series would be if they're on different teams, which happen to be different teams here, but that was Gold Rush and Big L's. Okay, 109, Series 33. One Wonka on this one. Herschel's helping the running, but he is. 1, 2, 3 to 2 to 1. 3 to 2 to 1. We opened 6 NFL items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Okay. 109 Series 33, one Wonka. Remember, we will be doing a it's taped weird. Live fill Big Al's 3-boxer right after this. I know what this one is. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We're going college here. Couple guys you could guess on this one. Couple current guys. Maybe a couple retired too. More than a couple. Iowa Classic speed here with the black base. Love this helmet. Dallas Clark. That's a good guess. Kittle, good guess. Yeah, they got the tight end U over there. This one is not one of those tight ends, though. Fanatic certified on this one. You guys recognize that signature? Love this helmet. The guy the Packers should have drafted, but we passed him up. That is Cooper DeJean. Super Bowl interception return for a touchdown. Big time defensive back for the Eagles. Cooper DeJean on the Philadelphia helmet. That is going to, I even said it earlier, that's Bruce. I said you were 1 for 1. You had Philly twice. You went 2 for 2, Bruce. Sheesh. Fanatic certified on this one. Congrats. Raymond Berry, Herschel Walker, Cooper DeJean. I say it frequently that there's sometimes we get mixtures of helmets you'll never see together again, and I guess that's a good thing. Sometimes I get worried that we're not seeing just the same big names all the time, but I think that gets boring. Okay, and 1.2. Is the Raymond Berry for trade? Joseph's asking. Jonathan, I think that might be we don't know yet. He doesn't know yet. He may have answered the above. I don't know. I don't see a response. Cooper DeJean's another 3 to 2 to 2. And I was doing, what was I doing? Wonka points. Bruce got on the board with 1 Wonka point today. Keeping it, he says. Points. Yep, thanks, Greg. See? It was in my head to do something, and I couldn't remember until just the last second. Cooper DeJean. Gotcha, Bruce. Okay. Box 192, Series 33. 0 Wonka on this one. Final one of this 4-boxer. We will do a 3-boxer right after this. I know who that is. Keeping up the... Well, here we go. 3, 2, 1. We've got an Eclipse. 2 Lunners, 1 Rave Drip, 1 TK Suspension, 1 College. Now an Eclipse for the Baltimore Ravens. 0 Wonka on this one. Baltimore went to... That is Bill. Bill S. with the Ravens. Eclipse here. And big old signature on top here. That means it's a tie. A tie in the position game with no quarterback showing up yet, but that's signed as T. Sizzle. T. Sizzle is the autograph. That is Terrell Suggs. 3-3 to 2-0. I don't think that's your first Suggs hit either. I might be wrong, though. Bill and I said Terrell Suggs on the Eclipse. For the 4 boxes, we had Herschel Walker on the Cowboys Lunar, Cooper DeJean on the Iowa Speed, Raymond Berry TK Suspension, and Terrell Suggs. Let's do a 3-boxer. What the freak was that noise? I feel like my phone was like doing a Amber Alert or some sort of weather alert or something, but there's nothing on there. Okay. Let's get our 3-boxer going here. Congrats, you guys. Some fun helmets there. Again, that's a quad of names we probably won't see again together. Okay, I've got, let me just refresh it here. I've got Nick with Carolina. I've got Greg with Kansas City. I've got Bill S. with Green Bay. Late on Kansas City. Bill B. I've got you with Buffalo. Indy is Greg. Pittsburgh going to Steve. San Francisco going to Bill. Kansas City's gone. Arizona going to Greg. Cincy is Brant. Baltimore is Bill. I've got, looks like it was a double comment. The first one is the one I always count, so I'm sure you're going Dallas, Green Bay. So Dallas, I got you on Dallas, Jason. We got to do the first comment. San Francisco's gone. Green Bay is gone. Detroit going to Bill. Detroit late, Greg. Houston is still there for you, Greg. Giants for Phil. Gotcha. New England is going to Greg. Pittsburgh and Carolina are gone. Colts are gone, Phil. Miami and Minnesota for Jonathan and Zach. And that's where we are. Okay. Let me type who's left. We do have quite a bit of work to do here. Atlanta, Chicago, Cleveland, Denver, Las Vegas, Chargers, Rams, New Orleans, New York Giants, Philadelphia, Seattle, Tennessee combo, Tampa Bay, and Washington. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 teams left. So this will be a, we'll wait till this one fills up. Jake, I got you with Atlanta. Phil, I have you with Denver. Down to 11. What are, oh, it's probably the starter post that's going nuts. Huh? It is. Whoops. I don't know how to silence the notifications on here. It might be a shorter night, guys. We have a lot less watching tonight, it looks like. and we're filling a little bit slower, which is no big deal. Tomorrow maybe the same way. We'll see. Larry, I got you on Tampa. So down to 10 left, I think. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. We will slowly get there. Atlanta gone, Denver gone, Tampa gone, Washington gone for Craig. Thanks, Craig. Good luck to you. Down to Chicago, Cleveland, Vegas, Chargers, Rams, New Orleans, Jets, Philly, Seattle, Tennessee. 9 spots left here. Brad, I've got you on the Seattle, Tennessee spot. Denver was just claimed above you, but I have you on Seattle, Tennessee. Denver was Philzy. Down to 8 spots left. Oh, man. I'm actually going to fill out some of this. No, that's not. Some of the post here. No, I'll wait, actually. No, I won't. $22 claimed, 8 left. We'll hang out while this one gets filled. Oh, yes. I was going to start. Hold on, let me close this. Eight boxes, guys. There are 8 teams left. I need to find where to look this COA up. I thought I was on the right page, but I'm not. Brad, got you on Cleveland. My friend just said, just saw the new Jurassic Park, save your money. I don't want to hear that. 7 spots left. I'm going to need to find where to find this one. Schulte Sports. The funny part is I got this where I've submitted stuff and they've made me re-COA stuff, and they didn't re-COA this one, so obviously they. I mean, it's a signature, I can tell, but I'm trying to figure out where to look it up. Joseph, Chicago. I'll figure it out. I'll let everyone know too. Just for the record, guys, if there's ever an item in my breaks that ends up being not valid for whatever reason, whether we figure it out together or you figure it out after, I'll always handle that and take care of it. When we first started, there was a few items that squeaked their way in, obviously, when people don't know, as in myself. But now, most everything that I get, 99.999% is good until every once in a while I'll get an item and it'll come to me and then I realize that I made a mistake, but I just can't find. Maybe just found it. Down to 6 spots left, guys. We're almost there. Think I found it, but I don't know if they have a database. Anyways, I'll figure it out and I'll let everyone know. I'll give you guys an updated list of who's left, although you can see it with your own eyes as well. Look at the first box. Checking to make sure there wasn't an LOA in there. There's not. Bill B, got you with Vegas. Thank you. Good luck to you. Let me find where I bought this too. Slowly but surely, guys. Appreciate you being patient. Here are the teams that are left. Chicago, Cleveland, Vegas, all gone. Seattle, Tennessee, gone. Chargers, Rams, Saints, Jets, and Philly. Last 5. I'm not a big fan of skipping to the next break and starting to fill something else, so let's fill this before I move on. I don't like that style. Yeah, it even has Schulte Sports hologram listed on here. Phil taking New Orleans. Thank you, Phil. Good luck. Okay, down to 4 spots, guys. Last 4. We will do Racky after this. We'll try that, and then we'll probably try jerseys. Barry's 92 and still going. He's old. He is. This lot autograph includes an official Schulte Sports hologram for authenticity purposes. I just loved it. It's got a number, so I'd love to look it up, but I can't find the database. It's got to be somewhere that's maybe on social media. I will figure it out, and I will tell you. Anyways, I'll stop wasting my time looking for that right now. Okay, last 4. Let's do this. Let's just one on eBay with 12 inscriptions. What's the What's the COA on the eBay one? Now that you've looked that up. That one's JSA. JSA. I see the $12.99 one. That's hilarious. Well, yeah, I'll have to figure that out. If not, this might be one that you might need to wait for me to send in for you. I mean, if we want to do it that way. I just don't know how. I can't find a way to look it up. I don't know if I said it out loud. I said it in my head or out loud, but the last four discounted the 28. I don't know if I said that out loud or in my brain. So, Zach, I got you on the Jets for 28. We'll figure it out. Schulte. SCHULTE Sports. It's got a number on it too. And I got this from a auction site that I use frequently. And usually if they don't like the COA of stuff I send in to sell through them, they'll make me re-authenticate. But this one didn't have to do that. So I'll trade for Cooper DeJean, whoever won that. That was Bruce. Bruce had the Eagles. I don't know if Bruce is here live, though. Jets going to Zach. Got you, Zach. Philadelphia, Chargers, and Rams. Last three. I don't know if my stream is cutting out. It shows 0 people watching. Or if it's just having an issue. If I'm here. Well, we got one person here. YouTube does this where it'll drop the numbers and make me think that nobody's here. Yours says one person too. Yeah, see now it jumps to 16. Yeah, I can't find. I saw that DM. I just can't find how to look it up. Yeah, it does. It does a weird thing on the numbers. I don't know why it does that. 16 is probably more accurate. 1, not so much. We're almost there, guys. Chargers, Rams, and Eagles. We'll probably skip the 2-box later tonight, just for obvious reasons. I mean, we can attempt it if we can make it that far, but we'll do Radke after this, 1-boxer. And if we need to cut the stream short tonight, we can. That's for sure. Chargers, Rams, Eagles. Last 3 spots. $28 a spot instead of $32. And again, we'll try Radke after this one. With the same idea, though. If it doesn't fill, we'll move on. James taking the Chargers, just the Rams and the Eagles left to finish this one off. Oops. Rams, Eagles. Last two. And we're good to go. And again, we will attempt Radke. We'll attempt a 2-box jersey. But if it's not meant to be tonight, we'll move on. We will have a stream tomorrow instead of Wednesday. I am unavailable on Wednesday this week. Thanks, Jake. Yeah, 15 years. It's not little. Obviously, a lot of people have a lot more than that. But 15 is a good milestone. I always laugh about how I could have kids in like high school, but I don't. I waited a while to have kids, so. Yeah, that's probably accurate, Steve. I was saying it wasn't when there was like one person. Yeah, 18, 16, 18, 20. It's been hovering around that range, which is not, that's not that weird for later in the night. Sometimes we have between 20 and 30. A little bit lower tonight. No big deal. We'll fill this one. We'll run this for sure, and then we'll see what else we can fill tonight. And if nothing else gets filled up, we'll move on to tomorrow. But we need Rams and Eagles on this one to close us up. And definitely don't overextend if you already got your teams. Just hang out. Some people might show up that haven't been here tonight too. So we get the luxury of usually not having to wait for most to fill, which is great. It's good for me. It's good for you guys too. So we can kind of roll through and have fun, open some fun stuff. But the majority of rooms have to sit around and wait for stuff to fill, and I get that. We've been fortunate not have to do that. So we'll for sure get this 2-boxer done, or 3-boxer done. And then we'll see how it goes from there. Well, we got the last two, Zach. Appreciate you. Good luck to you. So 56 instead of 64. I say that just as a reminder. I know you guys can do math. Thank you, Zach. Good luck to you. Okay, let's roll this one again. We will attempt a Racky after this, but again, don't pay unless we get it filled up. Racky definitely gets a lot of love in this room, but I don't know that everyone's here watching tonight, so let's. I don't know if I've read them off, so I'll read them off now. Greg, I've got you with the Arizona combo. Jake F. Atlanta, Bill S. Baltimore, Bill B. Buffalo, Nick F. Carolina, Joseph Chicago, Brent E. Cincy, Brad Cleveland, Jason T. Dallas, Phil Denver, Bill S. Detroit and Green Bay. Greg, you have Houston, Indy, and Kansas City. Excuse me. Bill B. Vegas. James, you have the Chargers. Zach, the Rams. Jonathan R. Miami. Zach, Minnesota. Greg, New England. Phil, you have New Orleans and the Giants. Zach, Jets and Eagles. Steve, Pittsburgh. Bill S. San Francisco. Brad, Seattle, Tennessee combo. Larry V. You have Tampa Bay. And Craig, you have Washington. Let's close this. Let's get 3 boxes. And then we'll try Racky Phil. There's 3. 3 for 3. Okay, first number is 166. 166. $193. $193. There goes my headphone. Hold on. Thank you. And last one, 157. 157. Okay, let me grab those guys. 166, 193, 157, all higher numbers. Then we'll roll the Racky. We'll try it. Already in order. Fantastic. I'm gonna move Vlad out of the way so I don't knock it down. Okay. 166, check. 193, check. 157, check. Yeah, good luck, everyone. Thanks for being patient, helping me fill this one. We will try a rad key after this. 1 boxer, 36 per, pick 1 random one, and then we'll go from there. 157, Series 33. 0 Wonka on this one. we go. 3, 2, 1. I keep track of the numbers too. We got Jaguars, Jacksonville, Classic Speed. Who had the Yags? Brunel's good guess. Greg. This one is not Brunel. This one helps your bounty out. Love this player. One of my favorite Jaguars. Not ETN either. Good guess. Trying to think where we were. Did Cooper DeJean get me to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Oh, I guess I was already caught up. 3, 2, 3. Pocket is correct. Pocket Hercules. That is Maurice Jones-Drew, MJD, Fantasy MVP. He does. He's on one of the shows now. Is he on the? What's that stupid? The Red Zone? No. He does something with football. I can't remember what channel. He's not on one of the main ones. He was no Fred Taylor. Fred Taylor is very good. It's hard to compare to Fred Taylor. MJD. Nice hit, Greg. Maurice Jones-Drew. I've been waiting for the right MJD to come into my life for my PC. I still don't have one. NFL Network? Okay. I don't know why when I said Red Zone, I was like thinking NFL Network because it's on NFL Network, but I was in the right spot. You guys have taken the lead now, 4-2 to 3, 4-3 to 2 to 0. Nice hit, Greg. Okay, box 166. 166, Series 33. 0 Wonka. You guys win. You guys owe a thank you letter to Herschel Walker for showing up tonight for you guys. 2 times. Ooh. I do like this helmet. I do. For a few reasons. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It is Green Bay. I say I like every helmet, so that should never give it away that it's Green Bay. I don't give away that much clues, but I like this player on this helmet. Oh, I thought they were missing an earpiece, but we're not. Oh, that's right. Green Bay. Green Bay's one of the last 2. So it's Miami. First time ever, he says, is your first time winning the last team standing. Take a bow. That's cool. And you've been in since Series 1, so it's been a long 33 series to get your first win. Green Bay. Who had Green Bay? Green Bay is Bill S. Oh, man. I've got a helmet of this guy and my favorite photo. I love me the Gravedigger. Gilbert Brown, big Gilbert Brown. If you guys haven't seen videotape of big Gilbert Brown playing at the nose tackle, maybe not even the nose tackle, but go watch him. 400 pounds, whatever he was, 3-something. He was so fun to watch. JSA certified. Going to Bill Gilbert Brown. I always show you this, but I'll show it again. If it can read. There's my photo of Gilbert. Everything else is grayed out, but it's him doing his Gravedigger celebration in the end zone before the game. One of my favorite players. Hold on. Let me get this set up right before you guys get whiplash. That's probably about where it was. Did I say I had 1 points? It did not. But we do have a last team standing winner. I don't know who had Green Bay. Whoever it was, I'm sorry. You came very close. Congrats, Bill, on the Gravedigger on the Gilbert Brown. I just feel heavy. It's not heavy enough to be heavy enough, but maybe visor, bag. Roger had Green Bay. Uh-oh, now Bill has to be the one that tells him, I had a Green Bay lid, and I knocked you off your last team standing chance. Since they're buddies. I'll keep an eye out for Geno Atkins to put in Big Al's. Ooh, I haven't seen him sign anything. Did he just do a signing, Kyle? And look at that. 93 was his number, if only it was in the right box. 193, Series 33. 8 Wonka. We've had a 7, a 1, and now an 8. Mamma mia. Just bought one of his. Geno Atkins would be an awesome find. I will look for him. I will keep my eye out. There's so many guys that we don't even think about because you don't see signatures of them that I would love to see signed. I mean, I got like a list of 20 or 30, and they just don't sign. I've been able to find a few of them. Like I thought the Larry Johnson was cool. I've seen a Priest Holmes, but I didn't offer them enough to. Then they wouldn't answer me. They got mad. I didn't lowball them, but I didn't offer what they were asking. They were asking like 600, and I think I offered over 400 for a replica. I don't know. Okay, final box. 8-pointer. Final box of this 3. Well, I was right about something. It does have something extra on it. I'm not completely crazy. I feel the weight. There we go. 3, 2, 1. We've got another classic. That's a 3 classic break. That doesn't happen much. I know. I tried. They were like offended, and they didn't respond to me after that. I mean, they're looking for like Joe Burrow money for Priest Holmes. I get it. I probably should have paid it, but just figured I'd offer something a little smaller. Arizona. Hey, that's the combo spot hitting twice. The same combo spot. Good grief. Greg, that's you hitting twice on this one. Visor on this too. I knew I could feel a little extra weight. This one is Baggett certified and ooh, nice. 3, 2, 1. I was thinking one or 2 or 3 players on this helmet. You know, with the visor, you think it's got to be someone at least mid-tier or above. People don't usually visor up lower ones, but I guess I shouldn't say never. J.J. Watt, one of my all-time favorite non-Packer players. I love J.J. Watt. I don't care what team you get him on. We've now hit him on a Chrome last week on the Texans and now a Classic on the Cardinals. And I think you won the Chrome, didn't you, Greg? I think Greg won both the JJs this series. Awesome helmets there. Some classic speeds. A couple names that we're not going to see a ton on those teams either. MJD, Gilbert Brown, and J.J. Watt. Let's do a Radke here. Again, if it fills great. If it doesn't, we'll move on, guys. The last one took a second to fill, so we will see. We will try a licensed jersey after, but I'm not overly enthusiastic about that one either, so we'll see. Okay. Got more watching now, but not more claiming, so we'll see where this one goes. It's okay if it feels slowly. That's no big deal. Top chat it and then live chat it. I've got Brian with Kansas City. I've got Steve with Pittsburgh. I've got Bill Ass with Buffalo and Vegas. Maybe. John with Indy. Skipping that. Denver is spot 6 for Scott. Detroit with the random up is spot 7. Detroit. San Francisco is spot 8. Spot 9 is Minnesota. Okay, we're a little over halfway. We'll grind this one out too, see if we can get it filled up. 9 spots claim, 7 remain. 23 teams to pick from after those first 9. Geno Atkins. Geno's retired, right? When did he retire? 2020. Yeah, he's been retired for 5 years. I thought so. I'm just making sure. Jake, Atlanta with a random up. Okay. So these randoms are up for sale. If they sell, great. If they don't, if ever you get assigned, you can still try to sell the specific team. Down to 6 spots left on this one. We're getting there. See, I just watched the numbers switch from 26 to 7 right before my eyes. I don't know what's wrong with that algorithm on there. It must be like connectivity issues. Look if I drop a few bars on there, it loses sight of a few people watching. I don't know. Six spots left. I probably should have put the player names next to them like I usually do, just so you can see where some possibilities, but I think most people can use their imagination. Radke has just about anyone you can think of for possibilities. Some of the newer rookies or rookies that have contracts somewhere else don't sign a ton, so maybe not them, but okay. Let's look at some possibilities here on these ones. 6 spots left. Arizona, you've got Watt, Murray, Warner. Baltimore, Henry Reed, Ray Lewis, Shannon Sharp. Carolina, Bryce Young, Julius Peppers, Luke Kuechly. Chicago, Caleb Williams, Odunze. We've seen Urlacher too. These are not all the way, not every player, just a few lists. Cincy, Burrow, Chase, Higgins, we've seen. Cleveland, Jim Brown, Garrett. I was going to say Chubb, but Chubb's no longer there. So Dallas, Lamb, Dez Bryant was on the list. Emmitt Smith. You could think of a whole lot of other Cowboys that are on there too. Green Bay, Favre. I know. It makes me wonder who we've got left in the case. Obviously, we've hit our limited, but you saw that worked last case. We pulled some big ones at the end. Houston or Green Bay has Favre, Love, Reed. Trying to think who else we've seen for Green Bay. My ankle? I don't know. Supposed to be and. Houston, Stroud, Andre Johnson, J.J. Watt there too. Jacksonville, Trevor Lawrence, Fred Taylor, MJD. We just pulled MJD as well for my series. Chargers, Herbie, Dobbins, LT, Vlad. Rams, we've got Donald. Cup can be removed now. I don't think they'll put him on a team that he's not on anymore. Warner, Donald, Stafford. Miami, Marino, Waddle, Hill. New England, they've had Brady on the checklist. We've never pulled him. I don't know that I should even have him on there, but it's a far shot. May, Gronk, Edelman, New Orleans, Breeze, Olave, Kamara we've hit. Manning, Neighbors, and Taylor for the Giants. Strahan, obviously. Jets, Namath, Adams, Revis. Adams may not be there anymore for much longer. Philadelphia, Kelsey, Hurts, Saquon Barkley, Dawkins. Seattle, Lynch, Walker, Metcalf on the checklist. Baker, Evans, and Gronk for Tampa Bay. Tennessee's Johnson, Chris Johnson, and Javon Curse. Washington, Daniels, Theismann on the list with others as well. Okay, down to 6 left. We'll let this one fill slowly too tonight. I will try the licensed jersey next, but if it's not rolling, we may cut it. Pittsburgh, who's on the list? So it's an old list, but Big Ben, Bettis, Terry Bradshaw, Watt are the names that I have on there. But there's obviously younger guys too. But you've already got Pittsburgh up there, so I just read the teams that have not been claimed yet. Down to 6. Again, we'll make sure this one fills, and then it might be the last break of the night. Jonathan, Miami, down to 5 left. Five left. We'll be back tomorrow as well, so back-to-back nights. I'll update the starters post here in a little bit too when the stream's over. Who's left? Any one of these teams here? There's about 21 teams left in Radke here. Nothing. No, there's a bunch left. So we're missing five spots still left to fill this Radke box. So Arizona, Baltimore, Carolina, Chicago, Cincy, Cleveland, Dallas, Green Bay, Houston, Jacksonville, Chargers, Rams, New England, New Orleans, Giants, Jets, Philly, Seattle, Tampa Bay, Tennessee, and Washington. So missing 5 spots. There's 21 teams to claim from to get those 5 spots filled up. And then again, we're going to try a licensed jersey, but it'll be with the idea that may not fill, and that's okay. Shannon got you on Cincy. Good luck. Thanks for helping us move this one along. Okay, 4 spots left. I'll put these full-size bingo balls away too. Yeah, I bet. That's a busy couple weeks for you. Fireworks are crazy. stands, all the accidents they cause, they're fun too. I saw a few videos of some places that go crazy with fireworks. Not even close to what I'm used to watching. It'd be really fun to see one of those huge shows. Absolutely, but back to retirement. Good for you. Yeah, it's a lot of work. 4 left, guys. Almost there. Is anybody you did okay? I'll read it a little bit here. I need a Big Al's fireworks, sparklers, rockets, and mortars. It's funny how Big Al's can work for anything, really. A lot of you guys will send me a lot of when you're out doing stuff, you'll see a Big Al's something and send it to me. Someone sent me a Big Al's dispensary. What else was there? There's a Big Al's toy barn on Toy Story. There's Big Al's. A few of you guys will send me pictures. It always makes me laugh. I can't remember who sent me that one though. Okay, last 4 guys. We may not even attempt the jerseys. Big Al, snakes and sparklers. That's about all I do. I bought some sparklers and some, what are they called? The little snappers or poppers for my kids, just to do while we're watching the bigger shows. We were out of town, so I didn't really. A lot of spots in Utah, you're not allowed to do fireworks too, because of fires. You have to be in a no fire zone. A few years back, when we used to do the breaks at my old house, there was a firework that went off in the mountain. You're not supposed to do it on the other side of the highway, and they did a bunch of them, and it caught the whole side of the mountain on fire, evacuated all our houses. It was bad. Take 2 in the jersey. I know the 2 year after. I'll try it, but if we're crawling, I'm not going to stick around forever to try to fill it. What teams one more time? Sorry on my phone. No problem. So Arizona, Baltimore, Carolina, Chicago, Cleveland, Dallas, Green Bay, Houston, Jacksonville, Chargers, Rams, New England, New Orleans, Giants, Jets, Philly, Seattle, Tampa Bay, Tennessee, and Washington. Sparklers, aka Angry Incense. We got like these neon ones. My daughter picked them out. They're kind of cool. But I had to they took forever to light for some reason, so I had to sit there and stare at the end of the neon thing with the lighter, and as soon as it lit up, it blinded me. But I couldn't look away because I was moving and I couldn't get it to light. You had to hold underneath it for like 30 straight seconds for it to catch fire. We will try a jersey, guys. We've never really done a 1 boxer, so we'll probably try a 2 boxer. Just 20 spots there to fill up. That's more than these are. It's a little cheaper, but if it fills, great. If it doesn't, we'll just move on. I don't mind trying. Mark, I got you on Green Bay. I appreciate you. 3 spots left in this one to close it. Shannon, Chicago, got you. 2 spots left. Zach says, let's try the Chargers. Got you, Zach. 1 spot left to close this. Thanks for being patient, guys. One to close this, and then we will attempt a jersey. Some only do the jerseys, I know that, but numbers are really low. It's going to be an attempt. Obi's going to grab Carolina with a random for sale. So right now we still have 2 other randoms. I'll give it a second here for people that want randoms, but they've been open for a while. Obi, the chances are that you won't sell the random. Do you still want to claim them, even with that, knowing that? The other two have been sitting there for a while as well. Jason had one up first, then Jake, and then you're third. So I don't want to handcuff you to 40 or to 36 if you're hoping for it to sell. Have you heard of how reputable SWAU Star Wars Autograph Universe Pristine has Curry jerseys with their COA? I've seen a ton of Curry jerseys going up. I haven't paid attention to the COA, and not on Pristine. I've seen them on eBay and other places. I've seen a ton. I'll have to check that out. The idea behind Pristine is that they have a list of COAs that they accept, and they're very, just over the last 2 years, they've gotten very anal about who they accept. I have a few items with them that, like, for example, they won't accept East Coast. If I try to sell an East Coast jersey that I've won through them, they have to re-authenticate it through Beckett or JSA. They have a list of stuff. So if they've accepted SWAU, my assumption is that it's good to go. And that's where this Barry came from, too. That's why I'm saying it, I know a lot of people harp on Pristine, and for good reasons for some stuff. So the people that list their stuff, I don't want to say they do it on purpose, but they'll list customs that are labeled as licensed all the time. They're getting better at it, and damage sometimes not shown. And I think it's just the volume that they're doing. But as far as, I think they were called out a while back, and probably just because, like a lot of us, we don't know sometimes with some of the bigger names, with some Brady stuff that wasn't real. But they've been getting better and better. So if they're listing it there, I would assume that they've done their due diligence and that it's good to go. That's my input. And believe me, and remember, I buy a lot of stuff from a lot of different places. Okay, let's roll. Last chance to buy a random for $18, guys. Jason has one, Jake has one, and Obi has one. If you want to get in for just half price, this is your last chance. They may put their teams up once they see who they are, and you can try that too. But okay. Again, guys, we will attempt a 2-box licensed jersey after this. It's frozen. Hold on, wait for it to unfreeze. We will attempt a 2-box licensed jersey. If it feels great, if it doesn't, we'll cut it off. We're not going to do the 2-box Big Al's. We're going to call it after that. 1, 7 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Cleveland on top, Dallas on bottom. I've already lost my screen because I have so many things pulled up now. Schulte, Raymond, Gino. Looking up random stuff. Okay, in the Racky, I've got Brian E. with Kansas City, Cleveland, Steve, Pittsburgh, and the Jets, Bill S., Buffalo Giants, Vegas, Philadelphia, Jonathan R., Indy, Washington, Scott, Denver, Tampa, Jason, Detroit, Baltimore. Let me know if you're selling Baltimore. Joseph, San Francisco, Rams, Zach, Minnesota, Seattle, Jake, Atlanta, Jacksonville. Let me know if you're selling Jacksonville. Jonathan R., Miami, New England, Shannon, Cincinnati, New Orleans, Chicago, Arizona. Mark, you had Green Bay and Tennessee. Zach, Chargers in Houston. Obi, you had Carolina and Dallas. Let us know if Dallas is up. Totally up to you guys if you want to keep selling them, but no one bought them beforehand. So Jags are still up. If anybody's interested in the Jaguars, let us know. Baltimore as well is up for trade or sell. So both those are up. We'll get a box while we're waiting here, guys. 3, 5, and 6. 3, 5, and 6 are our last 3 boxes. I'm gonna. I don't need to close it. I'll just bring the thing up close after I roll it. That's the number we need. That's the first time I rolled all day with the actual number we need. 5 is the number. 5. Nick F says he'll buy Baltimore from Jason. Okay, so Jason, you sold Baltimore to Nick. Jacksonville's still up, and I'm assuming Obi is holding on to Dallas. You were handcuffed to him, Obi. So Jags last team up. I said box 5, right? That's under the 3. Okay, let's hope for something cool here. Again, guys, we're gonna attempt a licensed jersey 2-boxer for $30. There'll be 20 names that need to be claimed. If we can get over 12, 13 off the rip, I'll let it roll until we get it filled up, or I'll try. But if we get 6, 7, 8 claims and it stalls, then we may just shut it down for the night. We're gonna skip the 2-boxer for sure tonight. Not enough traffic tonight, so no big deal. Box 5 from Radke. Give us something cool here. I need to. Yikes! Did I not count those others? Does that put other on top? 1, 2, 3, 4. Or is it 4? Oh no, 5 with Strahan. Uh-oh, 5. You're down by 1 now. Man, you have 4 and you're down. That's a rough draw. 5, 4, 2, 0. No quarterbacks until this box. Quarterback right here. I can feel it. Feel it in my bones. I can't see the line to cut. There it is. Good luck, everyone. Thanks for joining again. Thanks for hanging out, being patient. Well, I can tell one of 2 teams here. Now I know who it is. The top didn't tell me much here. 3, 2, 1. Still kind of hard to see, but you can tell that's a rave. That is a Baltimore Ravens rave. Oh man, Jason, that's bad luck number 2 for you today. I'm sorry, man. Oh no, and Nick, I know why Nick's saying oh no. Nick's saying oh no because he just hit a rave, and he can't deal with the raves. We're missing an earpiece, but I think it was in there. Man, I gotta feel like this is another. Don't you feel like this is one of those defensive guys? I don't know what kind of running. 3, 2, 1. I'm such a moron. I didn't even think of the running back. I was just saying I can't think of a running back. How about their current running back? Man, what a helmet there. Scribbled there. He tried to sign in a much smaller portion than normal. I mean, there's no smudge, but you can tell that the ink overlapped there on the paint pen. That is Derrick Henry on the Ravens rave. Nick, congrats on that one. That's beautiful. You already know that I love me some raves. If you want to trade for a non-rave, I'm the guy to talk to. But I'm actually wondering if we're missing a dang earpiece. Looks like we are, unless it's sticking in there somewhere. It's all scrumpled up, that's for sure, but you can tell it's him. Derrick Henry, Beckett certified. I'll see if I can find that earpiece, but I don't think it's there. Congrats, Nick. Let's do a 2-box license. We'll try. Again, I don't mind trying. If it doesn't fill, then we'll move on from here. But let's see. I know some people hang out and wait for these, so not fair for me to not try. So we need 20 spots claimed here. Let's give it a little try here. Okay. I've got Jason with Ovechkin. And again, I'll sell randoms if anybody comes buying. So if there's already a couple up, looks like if anybody is interested in buying a $10 random, let me know and I'll assign you to them in order. Jason Ovechkin. Larry, I've got you with Bergeron. Larry. Bill S, I've got you with Allen and Ellie. Nice to have Ellie De La Cruz back in the mix, huh? This time on just a classic Nike. Last one was a nice alternate that I liked. I've always said for the white, I like the color jerseys more than the white jerseys, like home jerseys more than away. But if it's a big name player like NFL, other sports, the white jersey looks nice. I don't know what it is, but like a white Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre, Dan Marino, whatever it may be, I think it looks nice. Ellie Todd, a little late on Ovechkin. Jake, I've got you with Chipper Jones. That's spot 5. Are my kids really still down here? 06 is Zach with Nolan Ryan. 07 is Marino. Isn't it funny that we're going to get to right where I said I would hang out until it fills? But we'll probably stall at that. Dan Marino is number 7. Number 8 is Caleb Williams. Where am I? Caleb Julio is number 9. We're going to need a little bit more work here to get this one done, but we're getting there. Julio is Jake. Number 10 is JJ. That's McCarthy, right, Zach? Shannon just second behind, but you got the other JJ covered up. That's Jefferson. Random's up, yep. Number 12 is Pete Rose. We literally got to what I said, 12, 13. That's funny. Okay, we've got some work to do to get this one closed. 12 claimed, 8 remain. I will start showing some pictures in just a second here. Mark going after Cal Ripken. Zach taking Johnny Stockton. Six away, we're getting there. Let me make sure it actually is 14. Sometimes I lose track. It is. Okay, 6 remain. Let's show some pictures just to do it. I will only read names that are still available. We need 6 to close this one out. This will be the final break of the night. DeMarcus Ware, Kyle Connor, 4 Nations USA Fanatics Premium. Paul Pierce is there. That's an alternate. I don't know what it's called, but it's not their classic jersey, obviously. It's a Mitchell & Ness alternate. I'm sure it's on the tag. But Deion Sanders, Ilya Sorokin on the camo, or the STS. I think it's called camo. Chipper's gone. Jerome Bettis, Anthony Richardson, Jalen Williams, and Eric Carlson's a new addition. Marcel Dion, Shane Doan, Ronaldinho, and Jim Rice. Ronnie Lott and Max Crosby, Allen Iverson, and Roger Clemens. There's Sanders and Ware down to 4 left, I believe. Kirill Kaprizov, Malik Neighbors, Timu Solani, Patrick Ewing, Romeo Dobbs, CJ Stroud, Adrian Dantley, Lawrence Taylor, Dame Lillard on the Bucks, even though he might be moving here soon. Tony Kukoc, Jamal Murray, Nick Chubb did already move. He's gone. Pat LaFontaine, both gone. Dwayne Wade and Kirby Doc, Clayton Keller, Chris Bosh, Cam Newton, and Joe Carter. I could have sworn we hit Newton, but it must have been in a dream or something because he's still kicking there. Garrett Wilson, Sergei Bobrovsky, Frank Thomas, Jose Altuve, Sean Alexander. Dan got claimed, I think. Rod Brindamore, Christian McCaffrey, and Mike Schmidt. Troy Polamalu and Rasheed Wallace. Aiden Hutchinson, Carter Verhage. Jack Hughes, Scary Terry. And that's it. That's all. Okay, let's get back over here and see who's left. Mac, is that Christian McCaffrey? Or is that a different? I think that's Christian McCaffrey, right? Deion Sanders was spot 15. Yes, Kay, you got it. Deion Sanders was Jake. DeMarcus Ware. I thought that was a fun find for Craig. 17 is Christian McCaffrey. Okay, we're right there. 3 left, guys. 3 left. This will be the last item of the night. I don't care what he says. I'm still going to see Jurassic Park. Has anybody seen the new Jurassic Park? My friend just told me don't waste my money. And the funny part is this friend is not a bad movie critic at all. I mean, I know it's not going to be as good as the first one. I mean, there's what, 6 now or something. I didn't really like 2 or 3, but I think 2 and 3 have some of the higher ratings. Maybe 2 does. I like all the new ones though. Is this the 3rd new one? Or the 4th new one? This might be the 4th new one. I'll watch it. I don't care. I like dinosaurs. We're oh so close. 3 names left to close this year, guys. We may end up doing some extra solos too, but this will be a little too many extra. That'll be like 13 solos, so I'm not going to do that. Now they're mutant dinosaurs. Did you watch it, Jason? I kind of assumed that there'd be like the big bad science project dinosaurs, you know? That's fine by me. Whatever. Can only do so much with the plain T-Rex. Cross between a Velociraptor and a flying one? That's kind of stupid. Okay, just 3 left, guys. We're very close. Very close. Bill's taking Sprout. Thanks, Bill. Good luck to you, Bill. 2 left. Pterodactyl. That's stupid. Oh, man. Looks like the alien chest buster in first Aliens movie. Really? My wife has been listening to Lord of the Rings. We watched the show like 5,000 times, but she's been listening to the books because she likes listening to books on her phone. So she made us buy all the extended versions. We've been watching the extended versions, and my son was scared of the orcs last night, even though he wanted to watch. Who is that? Me. I'm filling up my water. You guys should probably go upstairs. What time? It's 9:30. Where's the other parent adult in this household? Watch the screen crush. Oh, yeah, because what's her face is in it, right? I can't think of her name right now. Yeah, anyways, the orcs scared him. He said, I can do it. I'm like, yeah, those orcs are pretty. He had to keep hiding under the blanket last night. Does that mean I'm a bad dad? Maybe. I gave him a warning. He chose not to adhere to it, so. 2 spots left. Aiden Hutchinson, Anthony Richardson, Cam Newton, Garrett Wilson, Jerome Bettis, Lawrence Taylor, Malik Neighbors, Max Crosby, Nick Chubb, Romeo Dobbs, Ronnie Lott, Sean Alexander, Terry McLaurin, Troy Polamalu, Carter Verhage, Clayton Keller, Eric Carlson, Ilya Sorokin, Jack Hughes, Kirby Doc, Kirill Kaprizov, Kyle Connor, Marcel Dion, Pat LaFontaine, Rod Brendamore, Sergei Bobrovsky, Shane Doan, Timu Solani, Adrian Dantley, Allen Iverson, Chris Bosh, Damian Lillard, Dwayne Wade, Jalen Williams. I can't believe Jalen Williams has not been claimed once. He was almost the MVP of that series. Jamal Murray, Patrick Ewing, Paul Pierce, Rasheed Wallace, Tony Kukoc, Frank Thomas, Jim Rice, Joe Carter, Jose Altuve, Mike Schmidt, Roger Clemens, and Ronaldinho. I'll give it a minute, and if none get claimed, I'll just do some solos for the last, whatever that is, 10. Brady's taking Ewing. Thanks, Brady. Good luck to you with your basketball claims. Final spot left to close us. One more spot. Again, I'll let the minute timer go. If we get another claim, we'll close it. If not, I'll run 7 solos. Normally, I would try the 2-boxer, but tonight we're going to end it on this. It's been a slow grind kind of night, so we'll call it good with this one. New Ironheart. I don't even know what Ironheart is. Is that bad? I want to watch that new series on Netflix. Was it Waterfront? It's like kind of like the other show. I gotta start that one. I haven't watched it yet. Marvel is Ironheart. Okay, I don't know that one. Okay, we're gonna end it there on 19. So we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 solos. They'll all be available for $10, and we'll just wait till those get claimed. So let's get rolling here. None of the randoms that were put up got claimed. Nobody said I want a random. I think there's plenty of time there. I never watched any of the Squid Games. So I assume if someone wanted a random, they would have claimed them by now. There's plenty available, but not claimed. Jake says, I'll take Iverson to close this. Jake, thanks. I know you're going heavier than you want to. I appreciate you. Dolly taking Taylor. We are closed right before you, so the rest will be randoms. I'm sorry about that. If I know you, I don't remember. If you changed your YouTube name, let me know just so I know. But if you claim in the future, that is. Okay, Jake, I've got you with Iverson. Good luck. Thanks for joining on this one. Everybody, thank you for joining. I know that some of you grabbed a little bit more than you would have normally just to help out, so I appreciate that. Let's get rolling. If you guys want to sell players, you can put them up. We'll see if anyone gets claimed. Over there. Seven times on the random. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and our final run, 7. Final 4 are available. Terry McLaurin, Roger Clemens, Paul Pierce, and Sergei Bobrovsky. In the chat, they're $10. 1 per comment, please. Paul Pierce on the Todd. Whoops, I missed Clemens. Going to Jason. Scary Terry, Sergei Bobrovsky are our last 2 solos for $10 a piece. Let's read who has who, see if anybody has any discounts. Jason, you already have a discount, $3 for the 3 hockey. Ovechkin, Dion, and Carlson. So Jason, $3 off. Larry, you have Bergeron, Kukoc, and Brind'Amour, Bill S., Allen, Doc, and Polamalu, De La Cruz, Hughes, and Bettis. Jake, you have Chipper Jones, Cam Newton, Jose Altuve. Zach, Nolan Ryan, Joe Carter, Max Crosby. Mark, Dan Marino, Kaprizov, and Timu Solani. Bill S., you have Caleb Williams, Romeo Dobbs, and Carter Verhage. Jake, you have Julio Jones, Dantley, and Jalen Williams. Zach, McCarthy, Lawrence Taylor, Frank Thomas. Shannon, Justin Jefferson, Dwayne Wade, and Malik Neighbors. Larry, you have Pete Rose, Chris Bosch, and Clayton Keller. Mark, Cal Ripken, Garrett Wilson, Ronnie Lott. Zach, Stockton, Ronaldinho, and Jamal Murray. Jake, you have Deion Sanders, Jim Rice, Rasheed Wallace. Craig, you have DeMarcus Ware, Damian Lillard, and Kyle Connor, Four Nations. Shannon, Christian McCaffrey, Sorokin, and Shane Doan. Bill, Stroud, Schmidt, and Richardson. Brady, Ewing, Alexander, and Hutchinson. Jake, Iverson, Chubb, and LaFontaine. McLaurin and Bobrovsky are our last two solos. Let's see. Mark, is Kaprizov for sale? Mark, let us know if Kaprizov's for sale, Mark. Nick is asking. Todd is saying I'll buy Ronaldinho. That went to Zach. Zach, let us know if you want to sell Ronaldinho. Rod, Bren, Bosch, Keller for sale. Okay. Larry has got Rod Brindamore. Bosch and Keller are available for sale. Buy Keller, says Nick. Okay. So Nick is buying Keller. Both randoms for sale from Craig. Connor and Lillard are available for $10 a piece. I'll keep all randoms, but thanks. No problem. Okay, Nick, thanks. Who am I waiting for? Zach, if you want to sell Ronaldinho, let me know. If you don't, no big deal. Lillard, Connor, Bosch, Brindamore are up for sale. Marcel Dion up for sale as well. I'll give this one a second, guys. Scary Terry, Sergei Bobrovsky still available. Dion, Brindamore, Bosch, Lillard, Kyle Connor, all up for sale. We'll get rolling here in a second. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's keep, okay, we might just get rolling here, guys. I'll let you keep chatting, but let's roll some numbers here. Bobrovsky, McLaurin, last two. I'd like to get those cleaned up if we can. If not, then if they hit, they'll just, I don't know, we'll figure something out. Okay, let's stop sharing here. Let's get two numbers from the rose gold cage. One, two numbers. It'll come spilling out of there. First number is 8181. Sorry, I'm like shoving that into the screen. I can go there. Why not? Next number, 3838. Oh. Okay. I'm going to grab 8138. Still will, what's the word? Honor any trade sales if you guys do it while we're getting these boxes. No chatter. Okay, we'll just rip then. We'll leave those last two unsold. 81, 38, 38, 81. Okay, let's roll. Good luck, everyone. Last two of the night. We are back tomorrow. The starters are already up. I need to update that. I'm sure a lot have already been claimed. We'll roll through tomorrow's stuff and have an earlier week. I think I know who that is. Okay, here we go. Student stock 3, 2, 1. I do know who that is. Wasn't this the dude where we could not stop hitting him from third-party? I mean, they were all customs, but from third-party stuff, RSA, Gold Rush, we hit him like 4 times within a week, maybe like a month period. I mean, I know the name. I'm just not saying it until I turn around. That's Pat LaFontaine, this time on a nice Reebok. I do like the Reebok jerseys. But we hit him so many times on random customs from different, like 3 different products too. It was like HP, Gold Rush, and RSA. Let me see who has Pat LaFontaine. That was the final random that got assigned before the 4 solos. That is Jake. Jake F. hitting Pat LaFontaine on the Reebok. Nice hit, Jake. Beautiful jersey here. A patch as well. New York Islanders. Classic look. I don't know if this one is a fight strap one. It's not. It's a rep. Extra large. Nice classic Islanders look. Random for the win. Yeah, you've had a few random wins, haven't you? Pat LaFontaine, love that jersey. I've got one of his jerseys in my PC. I can't remember which one. What style? Starting with hockey. Oh, this, yes, yeah, no. That's got a DA cert on it. Came from David Adams. That's not where I got it. That's where it originally came from. I'll sit back there. Nice hit, Jake. Pat LaFontaine. And who's going to close us here? Ooh, nice. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. This was a close one in the chat, too. Very close. This is on their tribute style jersey. Like a darker purple. Nike. You've been after this spot for weeks as well. At least I think you got it first. You did. Zach has been all over this one. Will he be the savior this year? I think he's going to do okay. JJ McCarthy going to Zach. Nice hit, Zach. I know that's your guy, too. Nike here. These are the jerseys they wore when I went to the Packers-Vikings game. Beckett sticker up front. Packers-Vikings in the old Metrodome, the first game that Brett Favre faced his old foe with the Packers as a Viking quarterback. Nothing will ever top that game for me, man. Clay Matthews strips the ball from Adrian Peterson, runs it down the sideline, scores. The Vikings had like 3 or 4 goal line stops against the Packers. Drove me nuts. Such a good game. They were wearing the dark purple jerseys. Congrats, Zach. Very good-looking jersey there. JJ McCarthy, Pat LaFontaine going to Jake. Congrats, you two. Guys, thanks for hanging out tonight and being patient. Don't know if tomorrow will be a little bit slower. If it is, maybe I'll pull a few items off the list and do a little bit less stuff, but we'll see. Not on Wednesday, so I apologize for the schedule change. Yeah, of course, Zach. That's a great hit for you. Let's do a quick recap. Did we end up tying because of the Derrick Henry? If so, I got to add something extra, I guess. I think it's 5521, right? 5521. Okay, recap. Non-Big Al's items tonight. We had LaDainian Tomlinson on the Funko Pop. We had Svechnikov on the Carolina Hurricanes jersey. We had Vlad McConkey on the limited edition card. Do like that card. Obsidian. And then Gold Rush helmet was Herschel Walker. Racky helmets were 2 Raves. One was ripped, though. Michael Strahan ripped. Derrick Henry rave. And then the rest was Big Al. Big Al's. We had Pat LaFontaine, J.J. McCarthy in the jerseys, J.J. Watt, Gilbert Brown, Maurice Jones-Drew, Cooper DeJean, Terrell Suggs, another Herschel Walker, and Raymond Berry. Scripted out helmet there. Appreciate you guys. Yes, Nick, I'll shoot you a message for sure. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Congrats to those that won. Sorry to those that didn't. We'll be back quick tomorrow for a quick stream again tomorrow. And then not again until the weekend with the Thursday drops and stuff like that. So have a great night, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you.